Kailabreece.
News. Basically a plural form of the word new in many ancient cultures, and it's become paramount in a modern civilized world. News is often reported by a variety of sources such as newspapers, television, radio programs, mobile devices, YouTube. Events that used to take hours or days to become common knowledge are fed almost instantaneously to consumers. The subject and newsworthiness of a story depends on the audience, as they decide what they do and do not have an interest in. Hence you have local news, world news, financial news, scientific news, sports news, and the real insightful celebrity news. Two of the more popular news adages are, if it bleeds, it leads, and if it thinks, it stinks. What's the point? Well, drama gets viewers and thought gets nothing. Hell, the YouTube community is a testament to this. How many incredibly mindless videos exist with thousands and thousands of views? Then you stumble onto one about science or philosophy, and it has like 15 views. Newsworthiness, though, can be linked to several key factors: timing, significance, proximity, prominence, and emotion. How do they influence a news's worth? Well, timing is critical. For this reason, we call it news. If it happened yesterday, it may not be worth as much as if it happened 10 minutes ago. Significance refers to the scope. If we have a car crash that kills 1 and a train crash that kills 400, the train crash is more worthy. Proximity indicates how close the news is to someone, physically or even emotionally. If a suicide bomber blew themselves up in a distant country, you may find that less interesting than the suicide bomber who blew themselves up at a local mall. Prominence is the distinction between a celebrity and just some Joe Schmo. That's why when an actor has a zit, it's news, and when you have one, it's just annoying. And lastly, there's the emotional interest. News that attempts to evoke reactions such as laughter or sorrow. You know, like the squirrel who wears a hat, or the mother who lost her son to gang violence. The definition of good news could be as simple as informative, or it could be more than that. Maybe good news needs to be more than new information. Maybe it needs to be useful information. Maybe it needs to be relevant information. Maybe it needs to shake things up or inspire or uplift. The value of news is priceless. So why do we inform with such worthless gook? If a teacher teaches to the dumbest kid in the class, is that considered good teaching? And if the news informs to the dumbest audiences, is that good news? My question to my fellow intellectuals is this: what do you consider newsworthy? Should news try to focus more on issues of livelihood, or simply whatever is in demand? And is news just a reflection of what we want to know, regardless of if it is important or not? Now, it's one thing to have an entertainment or sports news channel, but to spill over such trivialities to at least what I deem as news is an insult. I find it hard to watch the local news because they're filled with mostly filler, sports, entertainment, jokes between the anchors. I want information. I want real discussion. I want something worth knowing about, something I can reflect on. I mean, who won American Idol? What, are you serious? Now, this is only my opinion, but the local news should cover weather, traffic, community, local emergencies, and local politics. The national news should cover national politics, national emergencies, and foreign policy. The world news should cover foreign policy and global emergencies. And all other news, well, we have a science channel, we have a weather channel, we have a sports channel, and we have a ton of crappy entertainment channels. Let them talk about that stuff. Last time I watched E! And I must have been under the influence of something, but I heard nothing about foreign policy or national politics. So why do I hear about idiot reality TV people when I watch my national news? I guess you could say this is more a rant than a question. I apologize for that. But seriously, this is Kailabreece. What do you know?